Something unexpected and shocking is happening in your ex's life right now, something they never saw coming. It's a situation that has turned their world upside down, and it's forcing them to face some hard truths. This regret runs deep, and it's slowly creeping into their heart, making them realize just how much pain they caused you. They are now reflecting on their past choices, thinking about the things they did and said that hurt you, and understanding the gravity of their actions. This realization isn't just a passing thought for them, it's single quotes as something that's weighing heavily on their mind. Your ex, who once walked away or caused you so much hurt, is now being confronted by their own emotions. They're beginning to see clearly how much damage they did, and it's becoming impossible for them to ignore the consequences of their behavior. Breaking your trust is something they now recognize as a serious mistake. They single quotes restarting to understand just how important that trust was and how much they took it for granted. Even though they haven't reached out to you yet, the feeling of guilt is building up inside them. But it's not just guilt that's making them reconsider everything. There's something else, some thing even more intense and pressing, that is pushing them to admit that they did wrong by you. This force is stronger than just feeling bad for what they did. It's as if life itself is showing them the consequences of their actions in a way they never expected. They are now forced to face this head on, and it's shaking them to their core. You might be wondering, what exactly is making them feel this way? What is this powerful force that's pushing them to finally admit their mistakes? Your ex is going through serious emotional and physical turmoil in their current relationship. What may have seemed like a new beginning for them has now turned into a nightmare. They never imagined the person they're with now is toxic, and sadly this relationship has become violent. Your ex is facing abuse, and it's not just emotional, it's physical, as what once might have appeared to be a fresh start has quickly spiraled into something painful and destructive. They are living in constant fear, always on eggshells around their part. Every day, they try to avoid doing anything that might set off their partner's anger. They feel trapped, always worrying about the next outburst, trying to keep the peace in a situation that's impossible to control. The person they once thought was their safe space, someone they believed could give them love and comfort, has now become the source of their suffering. Their current partner, who they thought was their refuge, is now the very person making their life and living hell. What they are going through now is like a mirror of the damage they caused you. They are paying the price for the betrayal and hurt they inflicted on your heart. They are trapped in a cycle of abuse, much like the emotional pain you once felt because of them. But this time, they are the ones feeling helpless, unsure of how to escape the pain and chaos. If you're wondering, why don't they just leave? The answer that is more complicated than you might think. It's not as simple as walking away. Your ex is facing abuse, and it's not just emotional, it's physical as what once might have appeared to be a fresh start has quickly spiraled onto something painful and destructive. They are living in constant fear, always on edge, walking on eggshells around their partner. Would you like to know the shocking truth about why they can't leave this toxic partner? Your ex is feeling completely helpless, unable to escape from the toxic relationship they are currently trapped in. It's not just that they don't want to leave, but they truly feel stuck, as if some invisible force is holding them in place. This is not a coincidence or a simple bad luck. It is part of their divine punishment, a form of karmic rebalancing for the pain they once caused you. The universe has decided that they must go through this hardship as a way to balance the scales for the hurt they inflicted on you. They are now living the consequences of their past actions, and this toxic relationship is the vessel through which they must learn a difficult spiritual lesson. The universe is teaching them what it means to suffer, to be betrayed, and to be hurt by someone they trusted. It's as if life is making sure they experience the same pain they once caused you, but in a different form, so they can understand the depth of the hurt they created. This is not just an emotional struggle for them. It's a lesson they must endure. They're tied to this cycle of pain and suffering because the universe has decreed that they cannot be free until they have learned what they need to learn. It's as if they are bound to this toxic relationship until they have fully understood the consequences of their actions. They must feel the full weight of what it means to be mistreated, just as you once did. Only then can they hope to be released from this difficult situation. It's not that they don't want to leave their current partner. In fact, they likely want to escape, but they are unable to break free. Because they have single quotes to completed the spiritual lesson laid out before them. The universe has locked them into this painful experience, ensuring that they can't move forward until they have learned and grown from their mistakes. This is their karmic debt, and they must pay it in full before they can find peace. So, while it may seem like they are stuck, this is all part of a larger plan. Once they have learned what they need to learn, only then will they be able to break free and move forward with their life. As you begin to align more closely with your soul's purpose, your financial goals and dreams naturally begin to change. What you once thought was important may no longer feel as significant. Your priorities are shifting, and with this shift, new and exciting opportunities are starting to appear. One key thing to remember is that being authentic is crucial when it comes to attracting financial success. When you stay true to yourself and your values, you naturally draw abundance toward you. You don't have to chase after it or force it to happen. By simply being yourself and expressing your genuine talents and desires, the universe will reward you. It's important to release any attachment you might have to specific financial outcomes or goals instead of focusing too much on the how or when. Trust that by sharing your skills and gifts generously with the world, you will be met with financial success in return. When you give generously, without expecting anything back, you are working in alignment with the flow of reciprocal energy. This energy will return to you in the form of financial blessings. The universe recognizes your genuine efforts and will respond by providing you with the resources, opportunities, and abundance you need. Your authentic self is what will attract the financial blessings you desire. Your financial path may look different from what you initially expected, and that's perfectly fine. Embrace this evolution knowing that it aligns with your true purpose. Thanks you for watching.